This is the morning weather update. This is for Monday, the 17th of July. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather heating up, just hot summertime weather this week. Showers and storms should be few and far between until Friday when the ridge begins to weaken again. Let's take a look at the upper air pattern across the country early this morning. We have the core of the heat ridge over the southwest United States, where again, they'll be baking. Notice north of the state, there's a vortex from the Great Lakes north. Temperatures there below average, and again, that extends down in here, and that's actually pushed some drier air into the state. This morning, the radar showing nothing here. We have some light rain showers over southwestern Mississippi. A few spots over North Alabama are in the 60s. But most spots are in the 70s to start the day, and we're expecting highs in the mid-90s in most locations this afternoon. Now, west of the state, we have heat advisories in effect for parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, and points west. And around here, no heat advisories today because the dew points are down a bit, but those could be required later this week. And again, that's a Weather Service criteria situation where you see the counties in orange there. That means the heat index might hit 105. Severe weather possibilities for today and tonight. We have a risk north of the state, parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. The broader risk runs into parts of Montana, Idaho, Nevada. This is tomorrow. Got a chance of severe storms, again, north and northwest of Alabama. And day 3, which is Wednesday. A couple of marginal risks to the north. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. This is valid through Monday morning of next week. Amounts for most of the state, 1/2 to 1 inch. Your number could vary. Most spots will be dry. Across Alabama through Thursday, we'll see an uptick in the number of scattered storms by Friday and Saturday. Tropical weather. It is very, very quiet across the Atlantic basin, thankfully. There's one system on the board. That's that system out there called Don. It's called a junk system in our terms because it is very weak in the middle of nowhere, stays in the middle of nowhere. It's a subtropical depression with winds at 35 miles an hour. This thing's expected to do the hokey pokey and loop around in the Atlantic for the next 7 days or so. But again, no threat to land. And for the next 7 days, no other features are expected across the Atlantic. So, model fans, this is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. 597 upper high. That represents the center of the heat that's back over the southwest United States. Again, they'll be baking today in Phoenix and Las Vegas. But for areas north of Alabama, there's a vortex north of the Great Lakes extending south. And again, that has pushed drier air into a decent chunk of the state today. So while the chance of rain is not zero, it's pretty low today. This is the high-res HER, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. Maybe some storms north of Alabama, but again, most spots dry today with mid-90s. Same thing tomorrow. We're dry. The sky hazy with the smoke from the Canadian wildfires. In fact, this is a look at that wildfire smoke as of last night. And you can see that it is clearly dropped into the deep south. So a lot of you noticed that kind of filtered sunset last night. We'll show some images here in just a little bit. But again, the bottom line is tomorrow, sunny, hazy, highs mid-90s, maybe upper 90s in spots. And again, the chance of a storm is not zero. But if they do form, they will be very widely spaced. And that'll be the same situation for Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, the ridge begins to retreat. And evidence another surface boundary might be pushing in here, and that should bring scattered showers and thunderstorms with decreasing heat levels. In fact, some folks north Birmingham could be in the upper 80s on Friday. It'd be like a cool wave here this time of the year. And then Saturday, the front just kind of sags southward. And again, this is suggesting for Saturday as the weekend begins, the better chance of showers and storms along and south of Interstate 20. Tennessee Valley could be dry. Again, high Saturday in many locations in the upper 80s, way below average, 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. And then on Sunday, that push of dry air continues to the south, and hopefully we'll see some lower dew points and cooler nights. We'll be in the 60s Sunday morning, highs around 90, and this is a week from today, Monday the 24th, and it's the same story. The upper high just stays parked over the southwest, and we've got the trough here, and that looks fairly quiet. Let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, the 26th of July. Upper high stays out west. And again, the ridge begins to expand back in here, but again, that looks like classic summer weather, hot, humid, a few spots getting a shower or storm. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble between now and the 1st of August. And you can see the mean is about 1.5 inches. And we'll check the temperatures coming off the national blend of models. And again, you might shave a degree or two off these numbers. It's been running a little too hot this summer. I think we'll have mostly mid-90s this week. But look at Saturday, 89. 90 on Sunday. We'll take that. And again, temperatures may be down in the 60s by Sunday and Monday morning. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for July 24th through July 30th. Temperatures near average for the northern half of the state, little above average down in South Alabama, if that forecast verifies. Pretty impressive thunderstorm last night at Panama City Beach. Folks enjoyed a free light show. And again, I love a good thunderstorm at the beach. You know, you're sitting on the balcony and you're safe, and the storm is well offshore. And again, very fun to watch. If you're a weather dweeb, like so many of us are, if you watch these videos, you're probably one. But again, these were taken last night about 8:30. Very electrifying storm, very noisy storm. This is a time lapse. And again, lots of fireworks there in the sky. But yeah, free show for those in Panama City Beach last night. So this was the sunset last night over the northern half of Alabama. And again, the sun had that unusual appearance. And again, that is smoke from a distant fire. That was a great song from 1977. Johnny Townsend went to the same high school where I attended, Tuscaloosa High School. And Ed Sanford is from Montgomery. But anyway, that was the reason for that odd appearance of the sun. And again, that smoke from the Canadian wildfires will likely be in here for a couple of days before it disperses. And the smoke is generally in the higher levels of the atmosphere, which is not affecting air quality at the surface. But again, we have seen that from time to time this summer. All right, so that's going to do it for the video update this morning. Let's see what's happening this week. Today going to be in Sylacauga, Alabama. We're going to be there at Coosa Valley Healthcare and Rehab to see a big senior adult group. Then on Wednesday, Ardent Preschool and Trace Crossings, the little ones. And let's see, Thursday, scheduled to be up in Coleman for a summer program there. And Saturday, it's a book signing in Billingsley, Jim's Pit Barbecue. Oh, this is going to be good. I'll get the specific times later from the publisher later today. But again, thanks to Jeanette and all our friends there at Jim's for hosting us right there on US 82 between Maplesville and Prattville and Billingsley. We had a great time, by the way, this past Saturday at Clarissa's Cakery in Odenville. Thanks for everybody for coming out to see us. And of course, as always, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching.